What's going on, Z Nation, and welcome to another edition of ZSPN. I'm your host, Zaid here. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Chicago Bulls tonight. But before anything, like always, guys, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. Now, guys, before I get into it, I want you guys to remember what Luke Walton said before, actually after the loss against the Cleveland Cavaliers. He said, I don't want to go into detail what he said, but the main part that he said in that press conference that he gave was that he wanted to change the lineup. And obviously, judging by tonight's game against the Chicago Bulls, it truly paid off. I mean, let's just be honest here, okay? For the starters tonight, obviously, we have to, it's Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, and the two players who subbed in for JaVale McGee and Josh Hart was KCP and Tyson Chandler. And to be honest with you guys, this is the honest truth. Like I said, I mean, it was basically the right move that really paid off. I mean, I have to say, maybe Luke Walton was sort of right for making that sort of change. As a result of tonight, there was some stability out there with some defensive prowess of tonight's game with KCP and also from Tyson Chandler. And it just really paid off. I mean, I'm going to keep on saying it. It truly paid off for the Lakers because we saw a little bit of a sort of change of how they played with one another. And especially having KCP start for the Los Angeles Lakers. And it honestly truly paid off. And, let's just get right into it. Honestly, let's just get right into the starting lineup with Lonzo Ball, who basically led the Lakers with 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. And honestly, guys, Lonzo really helped out the Lakers in the third quarter. Like, he just came out of nowhere with that 19 points and just really, really took in the type of, the type of leadership and the type of role that he needed to do. Like, he really stepped up in a huge way. And I believe in the maybe a couple of days ago, he was talking to reporters during practice, and he said that he wants to be the guy who steps up. And I'm not trying to say, by judging by that performance tonight, that was sort of the step up role that he wanted to do. Because obviously it was just 19 points, and they were going up against the Chicago Bulls. So honestly, I don't think that sort of game proves that he needed to step up. But honestly, with that type of performance in the third quarter, it really showed that he stepped up during the third quarter, and in a huge way. And honestly, I just hope that he sort of keeps that mentality in mind, because as of maybe Thursday, the Lakers will go up against OKC. So they are going to be a tough team to beat. And honestly, the Lakers need to be in focus mode, and hopefully they use their practice to their advantage so they can possibly get a win over OKC on Thursday. And with Lonzo basically saying that he wants to step up, he wants to be that guy to step up, I just hope that he does, and really uses that to his advantage and really proves that he will step up against the OKC, Thunder. And let's just hope that he does pull that off. So honestly, what I can say about tonight, it was just a decent effort. Like I said, he stepped up in the third quarter, and honestly, it was just a great performance for Lonzo Ball. Kyle Kuzma had 16. Actually, he had a double double out there tonight with 16 points. And I believe last time I checked, I think he had maybe 11, maybe 12 rebounds, something like that. So we saw a little bit of his rebounding abilities out there, scoring 16 points. I'm not knocking Kyle Kuzma of averaging that, because I know that he will give us a 20-point game, when he wants to. And honestly, judging by his performance today, really showed that he really participated and showed up also. So great job tonight for Kyle Kuzma. Brandon Ingram also had 16 points out there tonight. I believe he also had 8 rebounds as well. Showing a lot of also rebound ability. He did sort of not start very well in the first and second quarter, so I really saw that he stepped up in a huge way. Also in the third quarter, and so a little bit in the fourth quarter as well. And guys, the reason I keep on mentioning the third quarter, because the Lakers came out of nowhere in the third quarter with 32 points in the third quarter, and it just showed that they were really aggressive in the third quarter and just wanted to keep that rolling throughout the third quarter. And just when it came to the fourth, they just sort of managing the game, but then somehow they were sort of taking a little step back a little bit, like maybe in the 3 minutes left in the game, but somehow they still managed to control the game. And obviously by the results tonight, it's 107-100 tonight. So it really showed that they wanted to get this win. There was a lot of passion in this game, and they just really wanted to get this win against the Chicago Bulls after a disappointing, tough loss from the Cleveland Cavaliers. So it really showed that they put their minds together and just really focused, and obviously they got a win against the Chicago Bulls. So like I said, good job tonight for Brandon Ingram. And with the results of KCP and Tyson Chandler starting for the Los Angeles Lakers, it really showed that they stepped up their role. They saw it was a different situation for them. They're not backup players, and they just needed to really prove that by the decision making by Luke Walton really showed that they needed to step up their role also, and just be really productive, and show the rest of the starters that we're here, we're ready, we're going to win this game. And it really showed out there from KCP, who had 17 points out there tonight. So it really paid off for him to start for the Lakers and just play good sort of defensive basketball also, because I kind of saw that from him in the first and second quarter, but then somehow he just came out of nowhere and just scored for the Lakers for a little bit, and that's how he got 17 points out there tonight. So it really showed that he wanted to step his role since being inserted to the starting role with Josh Hart, who hasn't really been very productive since he got inserted to the starting lineup once LeBron James went down with that injury, that groin injury that he suffered. So it just wasn't, mashing well for Josh Hart to just really, improve himself and, show that he can start in this league. But obviously it just wasn't the case, I guess. So, it is what it is. I still have faith in Josh Hart. Honestly, he just has that capability of really being a productive player and being a good scorer. I mean, obviously he's like the best 3-point shooter for the Lakers on this team. So there's no knocking him that he cannot start in this league. But certain situation happens, and he just wasn't really feeling it, I guess. I'm not so sure. So that sort of decision making by Luke Walton really just, once again, guys, I have to keep on saying it, it just paid off for the Lakers to just basically get this win against the Chicago Bulls. I could talk about more about the rest of the Lakers, but so far, the results of tonight was basically off the bench. No, sorry, from our starters, and including the two players who got inserted to the starting lineup, who really helped the Lakers in a huge way. Um, you know, Obviously in the third quarter, continuing on in the fourth. So, obviously, guys, it was just a good win for the Lakers tonight. They had to get this win because obviously, by the results of the Western Conference records, unfortunately for the Lakers, they fall out of the playoffs, and just they are now in the ninth spot. But that's the main reason because of the Jazz, who got a win last night. I believe it was against. I'm guessing on the top of my head, I think it was the Rockets, but I'm not so sure. They were playing a game, and I think they won, and somehow got They got boosted up by just one seed now they're in the playoff contention. So they're in the eighth spot, and that's how the Lakers dropped to the ninth. And obviously, judging by this win, I guarantee I might be wrong with this. I think either they stay where they're at or they somehow replace the Jazz and get inserted to the eighth spot for in the Western Conference. So I'm not sure about that. I'm gonna make sure and put the records for the Lakers for the Western Conference on this video, so you guys will know if the Lakers still are in the ninth spot, or if once this win is inserted for the wins for the Lakers, will possibly maybe boost the Lakers back into the playoff contention, but I'm not sure. Still have to see if that is true or not. So please comment down below, guys. Give me your thoughts about tonight's game. What impressed you the most? Do you guys agree that, judging by Luke Walton's decision to change the starting lineups a bit, really paid off, or do you guys think that it was just a lucky win for the Lakers and it's just them playing against the Chicago Bulls? So it was just one of those moments where the Lakers just obviously would basically get this win against the Chicago Bulls. It was just an easy win. Please, guys, comment down below, give me your thoughts about it. I really appreciate all the love, support you guys give me on this channel, because guys, your opinions and your thoughts is just really respected, and I really appreciate that, guys. And it's just really appreciated, and I appreciate all the love, support you guys give me on this channel. So guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Let's just hope, guys, that they use this mentality and just focus for the task on Thursday when they play against the OKC, and just use that sort of mentality possibly against the OKC, and maybe possibly get us another win. So let's hope that happens. Peace.